Yeah, hi everyone. So yesterday I covered like components of Kubernetes architecture. So I previously had gone through it, but like it was a kind of a refresher for me. So I had made some notes around it. So let us go and recap like Kubernetes architecture. So it's an master slave architecture where we have master node and worker nodes. So a node is like a virtual or physical machine which allows us to run the workloads. Master node, it is responsible for managing the cluster. We have four key components: API server, scheduler, controller manager, and etcd. So API server acts as an entry point for user and like kube admin and other components to interact with the cluster. Then we have scheduler, assigns a port to worker nodes based on the resource availability. Okay, so it's like if we have three nodes running and two nodes are resource intensive, then scheduler will schedule the workload on a third node. Then we have control manager. Controller manager monitors the cluster states and performs action to maintain the desired states. So if one of the workload goes down, then controller managers uh, uh, like maintains the desired state. It will bring up the container back. etcd, it's a distributed key value store that stores the cluster configuration state. um, yeah, that's like a brain for Kubernetes cluster. And a cluster, of course, is like sets of nodes, which makes a cluster. Sorry. Then we have worker nodes. Uh, these are the machines which where actual workloads are running, and it has three components: kubelet, container runtime, and kube proxy. Okay, and kubelet, it's like an agent which is on every worker node, and it communicates with master nodes and manages the container. Container runtime, responsible for pulling and running containers such as container D and cryo. So there are many runtime available now in market in industry, but container D and cryo are major ones. And when I used to hear, like first time I heard container D, so I was looking around and I found like an article which explained Docker versus container D. So uh, many of times we often confuse container D versus Docker. What is the difference? So back in the times when Docker was introduced, I think in 2013, yes. Uh, then it used to Docker has like a CLI tool and all tools. It had CLI tool, it had container runtime, so it was like all-in-one model kind of thing. It used to contain all the tools, uh, but Kubernetes was supporting a container runtime, like a Docker runtime earlier. But as we know, that Kubernetes is vendor neutral, so it had to support like many other runtime as well. So we had Rocket, we had Cryo. Then Kubernetes community thought of bringing like interface kind of a thing, which is a container runtime interface, and that was like that allowed any vendor, like any user, to use uh, any container runtime depending upon the requirement. If anybody wanted to use a Rocket, then they can use as well. So they developed a CRI. They were supporting like Docker shim earlier to have communication with Docker container runtime, but it was deprecated in later version of Kubernetes. Um, yeah. So and container D is like container D was a part of Docker. Then it was separated from it, and it was maintained separately only by CNCF group of people. So that's the story. Container D was pulled out from Docker, and it was maintained separately. Mm. And Yeah, CRI plugin supports any of the container runtime which follows the OCI specs. So yeah, OCI. Let me show you the OCI thing. Uh, OCI. Yeah. Uh, so it's an open container initiative. So as well as container was becoming the like Docker was becoming the de facto standard for managing and running containers. Uh, there was need of a standard format. So OCI was developed. Uh, so it has three specification like runtime specification, image specification, distribution specification. Okay. I had like gone through distribution specification and made some visuals. So let me show you if I have uh, that in my project. Maybe I should revive this project as well. This was a good time. I went to distribution specs and I have made this diagram. Good times. So this are the three methods which allows you to push the layers to container registry. This is first push, then post, monolithic uploads, single post to request method, and chunk uploads. So this was kind of a thing which allows you to push it the layers. I guess I had made for manifest as well. Yes. So manifest. Don't worry if you don't know the term manifest and all. But to just throw it out there. If anybody is curious enough to go through the OCS specs. So next, I think I should do image specification and go through the image how image had like standard formats. Yeah, I will. I guess I will do that after I passed my exam. Okay, so that was thing. Yeah, that's all for today. Bye.